guys, and welcome to another ASMR video. Now today I'm trying to do something a little different. As you can see here, I've got a nice campfire going, and what I'm gonna do is chew a little bit of gum. These are Starburst chewing gum, and they're absolutely fantastic, guys. I highly recommend these. So you've got me, hopefully in one ear, and the fire in the other ear. I will go in the middle as well though. Okay, now the movie I want to talk about is one of my favourite horror movies. As you know, I love my favourite horror movie is The Exorcist, but this is a movie called The Dead Zone. The Dead Zone. It was written originally by Stephen King, who is an absolutely fantastic writer. And this was a movie of the Stephen King novel, which came out in 1982, I believe. And I just loved it. What it's about is a man called John, who's played by Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken, you know. Christopher Walken. And he's a teacher. An English teacher. And he has a girlfriend who he's madly in love with. And him and his girlfriend go on this ride, like a roller coaster, and he starts sort of feeling a bit weird while he's on it. Starts sort of doing something with his head. So they go on the roller coaster, he thinks nothing of it. It's then night, and it's a really dark, rainy night. And John brings his girlfriend home and gets in his car. And then unfortunately, because of the rain and everything, he's involved in this crash with this big truck. And he's in a coma for 5 years. So when he comes out of the coma, you know, he learns that he's been in it for 5 years, which is awful. And that his girlfriend is now with someone else who's married with a child, you know, so. And he can't walk properly, he has to have a walking stick and needs like therapy to try and get him to walk properly again, so it's really not going well for this poor guy. But what starts happening is there's a scene, he's in the hospital bed, and a nurse comes in, and then he grabs the nurse by the hand, and he can see a house on fire, burning, with her daughter inside. Her daughter is in the bedroom, and all the fire is starting to rage around the room. And what I really loved about it is he's in the bed, in the bedroom, with all fire. There's all flames coming off of the bed that he's lying in. And he says, like, you know, your house is burning, your daughter is screaming. sees him as a child in World War II, and he sees his mother as well escape, and he tells the doctor that his mum is still alive, his mother's still alive, and the doctor says, no, she died in the war, John, you know, she's not alive. He said, she is. He said, I know where she lives, I know everything about her name, everything. Anyway, the doctor does call and asks to talk, you know, asks by her name, which I think is Hannah. She says it's Hannah there. She actually comes to the phone, and he can't speak. He's like completely choked up. He just hangs up. So now we know that John, something has happened to him, where he can see these things happening. You know, your past, things that are going to happen in the future, things that are happening now. You know, and there's this really good part where they have this just like news interview, and this guy was really irritating, and he goes, oh, hang on then, Johnny, when you can come and tell me. He goes like, what's going to happen, you know, come and do it to me. So he's like gone up to him, he's really cocky, and he goes like, come on, do it to me, and he's like sort of getting the cameraman to say, come on, zoom in on this. What's going to happen to me then, John? What's going to happen to me? He goes, what do you want to know? He goes, do you want to know if you're going to die? He goes, I'm going to die, you're going to die, we're all going to die. He goes, you want to know if you're going to die today? And he grabs his hand, and he goes, you want to know why your sister killed herself? Straight away, the cocky guy goes, okay, alright, enough, and he goes, no. He goes, it's not alright. It's not alright. He goes, get off me, you freak, and all this. Which is a really cool bit, because, like, you know, it's really annoying, this bloke. Anyway, the next thing is, there's someone that's been murdering, like, young girls, young women. So they ask John to help them, you know, by sort of going near the places where, you know, the victims are, or have been, and see if he can pick up on anything. So they go to this, which is another really cool scene. It's like this tunnel, and it looks really good. And he's touching like cigarette packets and things like that, and he's just saying, no, I'm not getting anything. Anyway, all of a sudden there's like a fresh murder that's on this bandstand. Is it a bandstand they call it? I can't remember what they call them. You know, the little things with the roofs. I'm sure it's called a bandstand, or whatever it's called. There's a dead body there. A woman has just been murdered there. So he touches her hand, and then boom, he starts seeing everything that's happened, and sees the murderer. The murderer is the sheriff's deputy. He's called Dodd, and he sees him, and he kills her with these like scissors. He says to the guy, like to the sheriff, he says, it's Dodd. He said, I stood there, I did nothing. Dodd. He goes, Dodd. He turns around, Dodd's gone. I said, where's Dodd? I say, he got in your car, Sheriff, and he drove off. So they go to his house, and the car's there. And this is the bit what I really like. It's one of my favourite parts, is because Kate Bush made a song called Mother Stands for Comfort, and it says, you know, mother will hide the murderer, mother will always be mum. And the mum comes to the door, she goes, he's not suicide. I won't tell you how, it's quite nasty, but you know. And then when they're coming down, the mother shoots John, and the sheriff shoots her. The next thing is John gets hired by this guy as a teacher, as an English teacher, and because the boy, his son, is like very introvert and very shy, and he never wants to go out and never wants to do anything, so he's, you know, he hires John to teach him at home, so he does that. And something, they're just talking at one point, and John just puts his hand on his shoulders. Now, all of a sudden, he sees all these kids falling through ice into the water, drowning. So he goes to the dad and he says to the dad, look, you've got to call this off. This, you know, they're having this hockey match on the ice on the lake. The dad goes, we're not calling anything off. He goes, look, the ice is gonna break. He goes, you know who I am? He goes, yeah, I know who you are. He went, but I didn't hire you for your clairvoyant skills. He said, I hired you for, you know, because you're a teacher. He says, okay, we'll call it off. So he goes, oh, thank you, you know, because I'm not crazy. He goes, honestly, it would have happened. He goes, oh, it's okay. Once John has gone, the dad says, well, come in and let's get ready, son. He goes, what do you mean? He goes, I thought we wasn't going now. He said, oh, I just told him that. I said, come on, let's just get the stuff, let's go. He goes, no, because I'm not going. So the boy doesn't go. The next thing you see is John walking past this newspaper stand, and on the front page is this, you know, they actually did go to the lake that was frozen and the ice did break and they drowned. So he quickly calls the boy. The boy answers. So it's okay, he's safe. The next thing is there's this new guy called Greg Stilson, played by, I can't believe I can't remember his name now, but let me think of it. Martin Sheen, great actor. Yeah, and he's running, and one day he's going to be the president. This guy's got like the attention of all the people, and he's really doing well in the polls and everything. And he shakes John's hand, and John then sees the future with this guy, and he's gonna cause World War III and end the world. And that's all I'm gonna tell you guys. If you haven't seen this film, please check it out. I think they did remake it, I think, a few years back, but I'd highly recommend the one from 1982 with Christopher Walken, because it is absolutely brilliant. It's such a good film. I really, really enjoyed it. Things like that, you know, those sort of films I really love. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this little ramble with the campfire. If you'd like to see more, please let me know in the comments and I will do more, maybe talking about other things, but you know, let's see how this goes, because if it does work and people do like it, it's just nice to be able to do something a little bit different and not keep doing the same thing over and over again. But yourselves.